We're just days away from the annual Hope Walk, an important event that brings together survivors and supporters in the fight against domestic violence. Let's welcome our friends, Butch Kennedy, founder and CEO of the Palmetto Hope Network, and Jessica Vernon, Director of Communications. And you will also be tying in breast cancer awareness to this particular event. I want to welcome you both. Welcome back to the show.
Good seeing you.
This is your brainchild. This is your baby.
This is it.
So how many years now have you been doing the Hope Walk?
This is year number 9, and we're excited for year number 9, right? So I'm excited.
Talk about the impact that each year that you have this walk has on bringing awareness to domestic violence here in South Carolina in particular.
Exactly. For me, it's about the victims, right? I mean, their voice has been silenced for so long. This gives them an opportunity to speak their truth. And that's what's important to me, to give them that opportunity to be empowered on that day.
Sure.
So,
and Jessica, what state are we in as a state in terms of domestic violence statistics?
South Carolina continues to rank one of the worst in the nation for women killed by men, and I think that's where this issue has been well researched. We know what the root causes are of domestic violence.
What are a couple of those root causes?
You know, it's everything from environmental factors to social factors to things like accessibility to green spaces and mentorship. So whether you're looking at domestic violence or gun violence, these root causes have been well researched and well documented. And the root problem and the solution can be found in community with both.
And unfortunately, what we're seeing is even though the state of domestic violence here in South Carolina is virtually unchanged, it continues to perpetuate itself. We're seeing resources being pulled back, and we're not seeing the same kind of opportunities for women to escape domestic violence situations, at least not the way that they have been for the last several years, with the closure of a very well-known shelter. We've had them on the program many times before. So we're talking about my sister's house. They sold the actual house.
Exactly.
Now they've changed their model a little bit. Can you talk to that?
Yes, exactly. They changed their model to the scatter shelter system. The thing about South Carolina is, and we talk about this all the time, is South Carolina is not really a safe space for women. That's why we do what it is that we do. We want to provide a safe space for our community, right? And you can't say that this is we've been in the top 10 states of men that murder women for 25 years. Only 1 year we've been out of it. And so it can't be a safe space for women. So we need to work to do that. So we work with men, and the sad reality is over 80% of men would never do this, right? They would never hit a woman. So having that conversation with them is like preaching to the choir. My conversation was with the 20% that will. And that's what I've been doing. That's what we're working towards now, having that conversation with those that do abuse and try to get them to see differently.
And what are you hoping with this year's walk, Jessica, and getting people just to galvanize the community to get on their feet and to walk in support of these survivors?
I think we need people to get off the sidelines, and part of that is taking radical responsibility for the places in our life where we are either passively or actively contributing to an environment that allows this problem to continue to happen. I think that's one of the reasons why events like the Hope Walk have such transformative potential, because we are bringing our neighbors together with our local representatives, and we are giving survivors an opportunity to share their story. And then we're gonna Zumba, and we're gonna move our bodies, and we're gonna shake the grief and the trauma from our bodies and walk across that bridge with them so that they can feel that they have community support and that we can move together towards that joy and connection.
I love that. I want to end this on the joy, and also you've certainly gotten the ear of very large entities, including MUSC's Hollings Cancer Institute, which is sponsoring this year's event, and of course we're going to bring awareness to breast cancer as well. But the event is happening this Saturday. You meet in Charleston. We'll have all the details for you, but again, it's the 9th annual this Saturday. Get on your running shoes, get to walking, and also you're going to see our Taylor Miller there. She's going to be speaking before the walk as well, so make sure you don't miss it. I want to thank you, Butch and Jessica, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
We're back after this.